Today we are going to be building one of our most broken farms so far. It is going to take us a lot of work and brain power, and it has the potential to crash our game, but it should hopefully be worth it in the end. Now that we have a very fast smelting system, we're going to need a lot of fuel to power it. We're also going to have to start fighting some more withers to get some more beacons to become overpowered, so I think we all know where this is heading. We are finally going to be making a fortress farm. But before we head over to start building this farm, we're gonna need some resources, as well as add on to the wall of items. Cruzy Boy wanted to be a totem, Crimson Man wanted to be a netherwort block, the Gaming Lords wanted to be a piece of gunpowder, a Cat Galaxy wanted to be a birch boat with chests, and that's my first time I've actually ever crafted one of these. Is this even useful? And Dan wanted to be polished granite. With all the items added, we can start collecting resources. So I've grabbed all the ingredients for a beacon, which we're gonna need to use to clear out a big area for this farm. We're also gonna need to make a trident killer, so we have a trident, and I'm actually gonna see if we can get, ooh, unpaling, yes. Is that, oh no, it's loyalty. Wait, this is actually such a good trident. I'm actually gonna keep this one, just store it in here for right now, because that's probably very useful. Luckily, we have another trident. We can grab some logs as well as a ton of blocks. We'll grab some iron and redstone as well. And then we can head over to our nether fortress and start building. I should also probably make some like nether highways soon because this is a little chaotic. For this farm, I'm going to be using some of the techniques that Silent Whisperer uses in his wither skeleton farm. If you want to follow his tutorial, of course, the link will be down in the description below. The first thing we need to do is actually find a place where a whole bunch of mobs spawn. So I'm gonna fly around and kind of look around. We don't want these walkways here. We're trying to look more for places like that. These huge stairwells and towers have a lot more spawning platforms, and I've actually found a couple of them really close together, so this should be great. Unfortunately though, it is in the middle of this netherrack mountain, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of mining. We can set up our beacon and let's get started. Well, that took a lot longer than I expected, but we now have a 28 by 28 square platform. This farm can only be this big because we're using portals to send the mobs to the overworld, and due to like portal linking and stuff, portals can only be so far away from each other. Now we actually have to find where all of the blocks are that the mobs spawn on. While building it, I already found one, and I'm gonna put slabs here so that they can't respawn, and then they'll spawn in other spots. So all I have to really do is just fly away so all the mobs despawn, and then fly back, then quickly look where they spawn. Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be dangerous, but yeah, just like that. I kind of explained it poorly because there was about 20 wither skeletons after me. Well, that was really painful. I think I used about like 4 or 5 totems. But I think we have all of the spawning platforms now. It doesn't seem like anything is spawning when I like walk away a little bit. We already have 7 wither skeleton skulls. Who needs a farm? Oh wow, and 50 blaze rods. Yeah, who needs this farm? But now we have to do the time-consuming task of just spawn-proofing everything. We're gonna be AFK like right above the farm here, so we have to spawn-proof everything in like a 40 block radius. We won't have to do under here, which is nice because we're gonna be AFK up here, so it won't touch down here. Put all of this stuff up here, and then throughout all of these tunnels, and then like a little bit back here. And, oh yeah, we have a lot to do. And done. I do have to say, even though that took many hours, this looks very cool. There was like so many different caves that I had to go through and spawn proof, but it should all be spawn proof now. Next, we have to move this spawning platform down by 1. And with that done, we pretty much have all of the hard parts of this farm finished. And I actually want to take a break from building this farm because we've been in the nether for like the past like 5 hours. And I want to take a break to actually get an illegal block. Now, some of you may have heard of these types of farms already, but there is a way to actually get bedrock in normal survival. And obviously, I do not really like bug abusing, but just getting a piece of bedrock to just say we have it and don't actually use it, I think would be pretty fair. It's not like it's gonna help us in the game at all. I just want to say we have a piece of bedrock. This farm only works in the end dimension, so we can head over to our portal real quick. I've dug a little hole right here around the end portal because this is where we're gonna be getting the bedrock from. If you want to do this yourself, Silent Whisperer has a great tutorial on it. I'll try and explain it as best as I can, but yeah, he explains it a lot better. So to start off, we need to go to the direct center of the farm and place some obsidian, then another 3 pieces here and another one on top, and then we have to make like a little zigzag pattern up here with the obsidian, and then we can put 3 blocks underneath the bedrock here, and then this will be crucial because we're going to be using ender crystals to blow up the bedrock, and the ender crystals will sit on top of there. It's kind of confusing right now, but it'll make more sense when we actually use this. So with 2 pistons right here, we can place an end crystal right on this obsidian. And then this is the cool part of the build. We're gonna put a button here and then press it, and then that should kind of move the end crystal. And then I think if we relog, and we're back in the game, so we can push the piston again, and we have broken the bedrock. This doesn't actually give us the bedrock block. We're gonna have to use all of this stuff that we have down here. For some reason, the bedrock like disappears because of this fire or something. I don't get Minecraft mechanics sometimes. And then using this method, we have to break these 3 void pieces right here, so we can push a button, push this, and then push this piston, and then that will break that void. And then we place a block here to push this piston with a button, and then another void block is gone. And then we're actually gonna have to explode this end crystal, so this is why I have a lot of totems in my inventory, and I just completely missed. We could probably just explode it with my bow, right? Yeah, just like that. And now we just have to do that again, but with these 3 bedrock pieces here. And now we can break all of these pistons. We can place in 2 pieces of obsidian down here, and then 2 end crystals on top of those, and then we have to break these obsidian below. And so now we just have 3 crystals just floating there. That looks so weird. And now we just gotta put in a whole bunch of redstone. Oh, okay. Now this may take us a couple of times. I hope it doesn't, but it may. So really what we're gonna be doing now is summoning in another dragon. And then while doing that, we have to push this button, then this button up there, then that button, and hope that it works. So there's 1 crystal, 4, there's the dragon spawned in. We can hit these this piston right here. Then we have to quickly go up and hit this one, and then hit this TNT here. And hopefully it worked. Okay, it doesn't look like we got any TNT this time. Yeah, it may take a couple tries. Come on, maybe that actually looks that looks good. Let's hope it works. All right, I actually think I figured out what we were doing wrong. Please. Oh my goodness. It finally worked. We have a piece of bedrock. That took so many resources, but we are finally finished. And other than the big hole around the portal, it's like nothing ever happened. So I don't accidentally place this. We're just gonna put it in this chest right here and leave it. We're not using it for anything like game breaking or anything. I do have a really cool idea for it. And no, I know what you're thinking. It cannot be your item on the wall. And with all of that done, let's head back into the nether to finish up this farm. I really hope I brought enough obsidian for this, because now we have to actually make all the portals for this farm. They're gonna be on the left side of these spawning platforms as well, because the mobs will spawn like right on the edge of this block. So this is the first row of portals complete. Another one done, another one complete, and I've run out of obsidian. Nice. That should be all the portals built now. We have to spawn proof them as well. I almost forgot that step. And before we light up all the portals, I'm gonna try and get onto this platform. farm. And then we'll actually make an easier way to get up here. We're gonna build a little bit of way so that we can actually have a portal here. And then this will be the one that we actually take to get into the overworld to kill all of the mobs. So now we can actually light them all up, and I'm hoping all of these link together. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to build a portal in the overworld with like the coordinates of like the middle of the farm here. So I'll probably take these down. But let's just go into one of these portals and see where it takes us. This is new. We're about 5,000, almost 6,000 blocks away from our base. Just so that all the portals actually link up correctly and don't start making other ones around the world, we're actually just gonna make a new one with the coordinates. Oh, we were actually really close. It's like right here. I'm gonna make it up in the air though, just so that making this killing chamber is easier. Right here should be fine, so we can just make ourselves a normal portal. And then let's light it and hope it takes us to the portals in the nether. That would be really nice. And yes, it looks like it does. We can just go into maybe one of these portals over here and see if it links up as well. Yes, it looks like it's good to go. So pretty much how this farm works is this will be where we kill all. We'll have to make like a killing chamber, but this will be where all the mobs come from the nether to the overworld. We'll AFK up there, and since we did all of this spawn proofing, the only place that these the wither skeletons and the blazes can spawn are these blocks right here. When we take off the slabs, we'll keep them there right now because we don't want them spawning while we're building the killing chamber. It's literally as simple as that. We're sending them through a portal instead of killing them in the nether, because first of all, it's easier. Then we don't have to make like a whole system that like puts all the mobs down below. Then we'd have to spawn proof all of this area as well, which would be more of a pain. And it also helps the mob cap. You can only have a certain number of mobs around you at a time, and then mobs will stop spawning. But if we send them through the overworld, the mobs in the overworld will not actually count as like in the mob cap. So they'll get sent through the portal, then more will be able to spawn in the nether. And so we'll just get, when we go into the overworld, there will just be like 1,000 mobs. But yeah, now we gotta actually set up our portal that we take into the overworld, because we don't want to be taking those ones. This should work right here, or at least I'm hoping. The only downside to doing it this way is we're gonna be wasting a lot of ender pearls. You'll see why in a second. I did bring a ton here though, so we should be fine. So pretty much what happens is, since we have to make this portal so far away from that portal so the two portals don't link up, if we just walk over there, all of the mobs that will have spawned through that portal will despawn. So to actually make them not despawn when you get close, we're actually gonna have to ender pearl over there. We don't have to do it right now, but it'll be pretty simple. We'll just use one ender pearl to like pearl over there. And just before we make the trident killer to kill all of the mobs, I just want to test that this farm actually works. We won't remove all of them, but we can just remove some spawning platforms, and then we'll put them back pretty quickly. And then before we go over there, we can actually make this platform go a little bit further. I think we can get like a total of like 100 blocks in between the portal before all of the mobs despawn. And then we just gotta line it up real quick and throw it, and that should be fine. We teleported here, and yes, I do think it is fine. We can see a blaze here, right? Yes, a blaze is here, meaning it works fine. So pretty much we're just gonna have all the mobs drop from this portal down into here. And then we're gonna have a pit and a trident killer. It's just gonna be a normal trident killer. And with that, it is pretty much complete. We can throw the trident in, if I can hit it like that, and then add some glass. And then we actually have one last thing to do, which is add dispensers onto the back of this portal. So hopefully I can do this quickly enough. And then here we can add a redstone contraption. I've used this one many times. It's just a redstone repeater, a redstone torch, and then redstone dust, and then that should make an infinite redstone loop. And then we'll send the redstone all the way up to the dispensers. These dispensers will be filled with snowballs, and then when we flick this on, the snowballs will get dispensed. And then if there's any mobs stuck in this portal that didn't fall into the pit, they will just get pushed by the snowballs into the pit. So now I think it is finally time to test out this farm. And to start off, we're just gonna AFK here for 5 minutes just to see if the farm actually works. 5 minutes are up, so let's head into the overworld, grab an ender pearl, teleport over there. Oh no. Okay, I think this farm's good. Wait, what? Okay, I just gotta start turning on this farm. I don't know. Wait, I didn't even set up a collection system. Wait. Okay, so, yeah, there's a lot of magma cubes. They aren't hurting us. They can't really reach us, so I guess it's fine. My frames right now. And this is why we test things instead of going AFK for half an hour, because that would have definitely broken my computer. Okay, yeah, we probably should not be going to AFK for this long. These guys are dying a little too slowly. We're gonna have to make some improvements to this farm, I think. Wait, I'm starting to hear game sounds again. Oh my goodness, we're done. I'm gonna okay, we're gonna have to redo this because that was not working out. I completely forgot to make ourselves a sorting system or like a collection system. So 13 wither skulls in 5 minutes. I'd say that's pretty good. We have almost 3 stacks of blaze rods. I'm gonna fly away to despawn all those magma cubes. I think we've made this farm a little too good. All right, so I've spent a little bit of time in the creative world trying to perfect this design. But I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't too bad. Like, that was literally 5 minutes, and what, we got like 15 wither skeleton skulls. So I don't think we have to perfect it much, but the 2 things we do still have to do is not get blown up by a creeper. But actually, we have to make like a storage system to sort all of the different items and then burn all like the swords and everything. And just before that, I actually want to go back to our base because we need a ton of food because I've run out. As well as I want to get a few more tridents. I think I want to put maybe 4 in, like instead of just 1, so that 4 mobs are getting hit at once instead of just 1 mob with 1 trident. All of the tridents are now installed. Underneath the tridents, we have a minecart with a hopper on top of a normal hopper, and then that will be what picks up all of the items. I probably won't explain this sorting system too much as I've done this like 10 times already. I think there's only going to be 4 items we're going to sort. It's going to be wither skeleton skulls, obviously, as well as blaze rods, coal, and bones. Because of how well this farm works, I think we'll probably have a good maybe like, I don't know, 4 to 5 chests for each item, maybe even 6. Yeah, we'll do 6. Why not? We can add hoppers to the back of them as well so the items can get in. We have a comparator with 3 redstone into a repeater and then another redstone torch on the other side of this block. And with all of that done, we now just have to extend these hoppers outwards and make a little place to burn all of like the swords and everything. And if we add in some lava and a block, that should be good. We can just test by going like that, and then that should be out of the dispenser now. It is, so that works perfectly. This is honestly pretty good for experience as well. Like, we're getting a couple of levels every time we do this. Moment of truth though, that one looks good, that one looks good, that one looks great, and the wither skeleton skulls, we still don't have enough to fill it up, but if we check up here, yeah, 17 already. I'm gonna take a break for a little bit because I've been working on this trident killer and this storage system for like a good couple of hours, so we're gonna AFK here. Again, I can't go for too long. Even if I want to AFK for like an hour, I'm gonna every 5 minutes have to go back into the overworld, kill things, and then come back, which I guess isn't bad because this farm is insane. Oh, I was so close to not dying this episode. Alright, so it's been about an hour, but I may have accidentally just AFK'd for about 10 minutes. So this may be really bad. Oh, I really hope this doesn't break my computer. This would not be fun. Oh no, please. Oh no, they're all after me. Oh. Oh, we're in slow motion right now. We are in very slow motion right now. I'm just gonna turn on the farm. I think we're getting to the last of them. Oh my goodness, it's been like 10 minutes. Oh my levels. Yeah, I think those items are gonna despawn before they get picked up by the system, so I'm actually gonna go and grab them real quick. But for the grand reveal, we've AFK'd for a little under an hour. We have half a stack of bones. Oh, that's a pretty good amount of coal. Yeah, that's a couple blaze rods, and Over a stack of wither skeleton skulls. Oh, this farm is so good. It's literally broken our game. And now we can actually grab all of these resources and give them a use. These blaze rods will actually be a very good fuel for our new smelting area. And you can probably already guess what we're going to be doing with the wither skeleton skulls. We can enchant a new bow because I don't know where our old one went, and we're getting horrible enchants. And with a lot of totems, we are back at the village. We are going to be fighting 5 withers today to get ourselves a max beacon. Obviously, we're not going to fight all of them at the same time, but we are actually going to fight, we're going to fight 2 at the same time, and maybe 3, depending on how this goes. Oh, I have already spawned one. Oh, and I'm messing up terribly. Okay, there's 2. I am now running. Everything ready? Okay, I'm as ready as I'll be. There is 1, and 1 is down now, and learning from last time, I am running away so I don't get blown up. Honestly, this is kind of funny to say, but from all the amount of blocks that this wither gives us, the withers could be like a great resource giver. Another one down, and all of the withers are defeated. And there is all 5 beacons. Sometime in the future, I'm actually going to make a place for all of our valuables and all of our like really cool items and our beacons. But for right now, I think right here is a good enough space so we can dig this out a little bit. And now I can run and jump, and I have regeneration and resistance. I really cannot die now. But yeah, I do think that is going to be all. And I just realized I think we broke our boots in the wither fight. Nice. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. We're getting close to 30,000 subs, so if you could help me out, that would be amazing. Since we're so overpowered now, next episode, I think it is finally time to go into the deep darks to find, you probably know who. Thanks again. Hope you all have an awesome rest of your day, and goodbye.